It's so low budget they can't even afford to send like Uber or Lyft. They sending a taxi. It's like probably if you know anything about the entertainment industry, anything about acting, it's like they shoot like wild times. It's probably like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and she got to go to the set to do her scene, get situated. So it's like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. She sees what she saw. She's glad that they didn't abduct her. She's not going to waste time calling the police. She's like, okay, because it's probably one of them situations where you don't really know what you're going to do, where you didn't think about it all like that, and then it start clicking like after the fact, like all these other little things start clicking after the fact. Like, yo, they tried to grab me up. And instead of us being supportive of her, everybody's basically calling her a liar just because the police said they can't corroborate the story, and they reached out to her to get her to tell the story. Like, listen, dipshits. What they're going to do when you call the police 2, 3 in the morning, you're going to get the dispatch. Not that I'm a police caller, but I have called for medical, if somebody's collapsed and whatever, relatives that have had strokes, seizures, and whatever at them hours in the day, like for emergency calls. They're going to pick up. They're going to be like, hello, 911, yada, yada, yada. What can I help you with? If it just happened, she's frantic. She's a female. So she's probably like, if she would have picked up the phone, and they're going to be like, man, calm down. What happened? She's going to tell the same story she told on the gram. Now, when you call in to tell something like that, they want specific details. They want the make and model of the car. They want the what the individuals looked like. They want the plate number. At 2, 3 in the morning, if you're just waking up, you ain't got none of that. So when the police come there, they're going to want to know the make and model of what color was the car, the make and model of the car, what did the people look like, the same thing, the questions that the dispatch asked. And the whole time, you're just trying to get to your gig. She's trying to get to the movie set to do her scene. She ain't thinking about none of that. She's glad that they didn't grab her up. You know what I'm saying? And she shared it on social media. And then you got people, well, why are you sharing on social media? Because that's what it's for. It's social media. You socialize on it. You tell your truth on social media. What do you mean? What did she take to social media to tell people that she almost got abducted? So if they try to come back, swoop around and do it again, and it's like, God forbid, she does get snatched up, hey, I put it on social media. So if I come up missing, these are the guys. I already told the account. It's, at least somebody put in the universe that something happened to me. Because she's not an A-lister. She's active, but she's not an A-lister. If she comes up missing for a couple of days, it ain't going to be breaking news. Where's Tisha Campbell at? Probably just only your closest friends, probably like Tashina Arnold, she would wonder well, damn, I've been blowing up her phone, she ain't answering. She would want to know, but the rest of the world, probably not. And I ain't trying to be funny, I'm being real. So that's why social media. I mean, she's done shared her tumultuous relationship with Dwayne Martin. She said, on social media that, He was abusive, physically and mentally abusive to her. Nobody said nothing. Nobody said that was inappropriate. She shared, her trials and tribulations with caring for her son, her autistic son. Nobody said that was inappropriate. Y'all, I almost got abducted. Somebody almost snatched me up. That's inappropriate. That's the red flag. A black woman about to get abducted by some white people, and that's inappropriate for social media. Like, they got chicks twerking butt naked. They got people promoting and pushing gang culture, like sitting up on the table with drugs and firearms. But the red flag is a black woman saying she almost got abducted. Really? Really, social media? For real? She don't get a benefit of the doubt? Like, who would sit up there and make up a lie like that? For clout. Like, how long would the clout... First of all, she's like 50 years old. Like I said, she's been in the industry like her entire life, since she was 6 years old. She got the common sense not to let a manager or producer or nobody handling her business in Hollywood, an agent or whoever, tell her, let's do a publicity stunt. Let's just do a random post and say you almost got abducted, human trafficked, and just see what it'll do on the blogs. It's nothing in it for her to lie. It's a nothing burger. She got the common sense to know that's going to hurt her career, being caught in a lie if she's lying. And y'all, if she is lying, it ain't no clout chasing. If she's lying, it ain't no clout chasing. If she's lying, it's a drug problem. And the drug that would constitute a lie like that would be crack cocaine, because an intravenous drug user would not tell a lie like that. Somebody that snorts drugs wouldn't tell a lie like that. Somebody smokes marijuana or methamphetamines would not tell a lie like that. That's the paranormal, paradelusional reasoning of a crack addict. That somebody's trying to grab me up. Only a crackhead would think somebody's trying to grab them up. So that would be the catalyst of that if she's lying. I don't believe the sister's lying. I believe she's telling the truth. Now, the only other scenario it could have been is maybe she misread this situation. Maybe a taxi cab came. They was foreigners. The accent was throwing her, and so they, in fact, was an actual legit taxi that was to pick up somebody, because people still do lose taxis, even with Ubers and Lyfts. Taxis do still exist. It's a hotel, so somebody could have called for the hotel and she misread the situation. Could have. You know what I'm saying? That's a possibility. That they was there to pick up somebody. Because when you're dealing with taxi cabs, they don't have the face recognition like Ubers and Lyfts. It's just they know somebody called and they're like, get in. You know what I mean? Yeah, you called the cab, get in. That could have been that. We don't know, but just to call her an outright liar just because the police can't substantiate her claim. Legally, they could not substantiate the claim of the woman that alleged Bill Cosby raped her. and yet a jury found him guilty and he did jail time. It's just funny to me. Legally, they couldn't substantiate Tisha's claim, but they want to just write it off as if it did not happen or it could not happen because she's black. I was watching a documentary on human trafficking, and about a third of the human trafficking victims are black. And there's never no follow-up stories. And let us not forget, like a van load, thousands of black girls, like a couple years ago over the summer, never got, never turned up. No bodies, no dental records, no nothing, just gone off the face of the earth. Their parents, loved ones don't know where they're at. Our government's not talking about it. So human trafficking is real. And what's making me upset is the narrative a black woman says, y'all, these white people is trying to do something to me. And our reaction from the black community, like, man, that bitch lying. What? There's nothing in it for her to lie. It's not going to bolster her career. She knows this. Why don't you know this? Why would you put on your blog and your platform that, she fell off? I'm not going to name all the people that were saying it because I don't, like I said on my platform, I toast, I don't roast, but they know who they are and what they were saying on their platforms. It's the biggest people on YouTube right now. They got the most hits, followers, and likes. Some of them are like shock jocks, like they take shots at everybody. So them ones get a pass. They don't care about nobody. They just care about the hits. But a few of them, they say they for the black people from the black perspective, but then they're taking shots, basically, twisting the narrative in the light of she's lying. And for what? Like, what do you gain from that, calling that woman a liar? And so I just don't understand all these people saying, well, why was she posting on? Like, how many times we done seen a YouTube video of somebody with, posting a video, index cards, and they got the little sad music, and they're telling their life story, flipping the little cards. I was 5 years old, my dad raped me, and they got the little sad music. And that's appropriate, this traumatic stuff on social media. That's appropriate. So the nearest thing I can think of why people think it's a hoax is because the way she ended it at the end, her video feed, she said, I'm not Gina, bitch. That kind of reminded me of Dave Chappelle when he was imitating Rick James. I'm Rick James, bitch. Like, it seemed like, she was, doing that, a parody of that, an offshoot of that moment. But from what I saw, she wasn't like, it wasn't jokey. It was a little extra. I will say it was a little extra. And, that's the way she perceived it. I don't believe it's a good reason to call somebody a liar, because you can't confirm nor deny it. That's her perception of what happened. Why? And basically my message with this commentary is stay on code. We're the only race of people that don't stay on code. If a sister said somebody tried to abduct her, damn it, I believe her. And that's what we should all do. We should all be in support of her. Anything you need, like all her famous celebrity friends, like, sis, anything you need, I got you. That should have been all up and down timelines. I support Tisha. I support Tisha. Because if Motherfuckers would have actually grabbed her up, and she would have disappeared, and people ain't seen from her in like 4